Hey y'all, I'm doing this video in my car because I'm probably not gonna want to do this video when I get home. And I'm stuck in like a lot of traffic, so the time that I have by myself, I want that for me. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. What do you want me to do? But I had a topic that I was thinking about that I wanted to talk about when I got home. But I'm just gonna talk about it now, I guess, with you guys. A little driving car video. What? Am I different? Let me stop. I'm tired. But no, I just wanted to talk about how bullying, not bullying, because I wasn't like severely bullied, but you could tell I wasn't picked, right? Like, I wasn't part of like the cool crowd, and I wasn't really invited to like all parties and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just say how being unpopular changed or helped me, or no, how being unpopular formed me as a person, right? How it kind of forced me to be my authentic self, right? And I think what happens with a lot of people that fall into that crowd of wanting to be like known and just kind of let the spotlight kind of overtake them, they let that become their personality. And a lot of times I think that the reason why I wasn't granted that kind of like popularity, or you know, whatever the case may be, was because I wasn't strong enough within myself to be able to handle that kind of spotlight. Like, I would not be authentic to who I am, right? And I think because I wasn't always in the spotlight, I had more time with myself. I had more time figuring out who I was, what I liked, what I didn't like, what triggered me, you know, what group of people I would be okay with surrounding myself with. And it kind of helped me as an adult, because now I'm able to navigate certain groups that I just decide that I'm not gonna associate myself with them. And it kind of helped me figure out what characteristics that I need to practice within myself. Like, I'll say like one of the big things that I need to work on is like giving more grace to people. I feel like I already give a lot of grace as is, but I think to the point where it's like, let's say if somebody does something that's like morally incorrect or something like that, like I don't know, like I can't find an example right now, but it would warrant, like, let's say somebody does something and then I want to go back and talk about it with my best friend. Like, that's something that I'm learning to like stop doing. Is like, I don't want to call it oh no, it was a car accident. But just like, I'm learning to like certain habits within myself, I'm learning to change for myself. And I think because I was not, you know, not popular, it allowed me to pick up on things quicker about myself. Like, oh, I don't like that about myself, or I don't like this characteristic about myself. And I don't know, like I said before, it just forced me to be my more authentic self. And that's why I think it's a lot easier for me to show up on a public platform and not be afraid of what people might think of me. Oh no, hopefully there wasn't a cut in that. My low power mode just came on. But I think that's also what helped me be able to show up on a public platform and just be myself. Like, whoever is for me is for me. Whatever opportunities are for me are for me. And if it's not, if that opportunity doesn't happen for me, then it's because it wasn't meant for me. And I think I really started to recognize that like later on, like once I got older, because I'm not gonna lie, for a while there, like I wanted to be part of that group for the longest. I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be invited to all the shindigs. I just wanted to be that it girl, I guess you would call it. Whole time girl. Like, I love my personality. I love being who I am. And I know that I am constantly evolving and changing into a better version of myself every day that I choose to take a step forward and continue to work on myself. And I really honestly truly don't believe that I would be as self-aware and comfortable with who I am if I had that kind of spotlight on me, if I had gained that kind of popularity at a young age. Because I think people who gain popularity at such a young age, whether it be their style, their looks, their talent, or whatever they're popular for, it kind of scares them a little bit. And I'm not going to speak for everybody, but it may scare them a little bit, because it's like, dang, I got all these people that know me or want to know about my business, so now I need to uptake a certain image and keep up with this, that, and the third, keep up with the latest. Like, it puts a lot of unnecessary pressure where there doesn't need to be pressure, right? And I think that's what a lot of people fall into, is that unnecessary pressure, right? And I honestly truly believe that that's something that I would have fallen into if I would have been, popular at a young age. And also just the slight bullying that I went through also helped me as well. Like, I wasn't the cutest. I didn't have I wasn't the cutest. I didn't really know how to dress well. I didn't know how to do my hair either. So there was a lot of things working against me at a young age. And so having people highlight those things about me as well. Also, my weight fluctuated, a lot back and forth. So there's just a lot of things that kind of were working against me. And I won't say like it was working against me, because I'm a kid. But just those things that people, kids at that age are kind of ruthless. Like, they don't care. Like, if there's something that you don't like about yourself, they will highlight that shit. They will talk about it. So that being something that I went through as well just kind of made me want to pour into myself as well. Because at that age, you're already comparing yourself to, the prettiest girl in school and stuff like that, how their body looks. So it's just not only like comparing yourself, but then people highlighting your insecurities and being unpopular. It's just like, well, dang, I must suck. And it's like, no, baby girl, it's just that kind of spotlight that you're looking for is not meant for you in any way, shape, or form. You wouldn't even want that spotlight to begin with, because you don't even like people in your business either. So it's like, just so many things that I didn't recognize as a child was actually helping me develop as a grown adult and how to go about my life. Like, I truly, honestly do not care about being perceived. And I'm not gonna lie, like, that being perceived and making mistakes and being wrong and liking weird things, it took me a while to really accept that self, accept that part of myself. And even, I'll be honest, like, even in, like, sometimes in my adult years, I get like slightly insecure about that stuff, but I always bring myself back and realize, like, no, this is me. I'm gonna be me. Like, nobody else can be me but me. So but yeah. And I don't know, I just thought that was so funny, because I think a lot of people kind of look back on their childhood and think like, dang, like, I was this, I was so uncool, I was cringy. And it's like, no, babe, you were the most authentic version of you that you could have ever been at that point. Like, you know what I mean? And I have to, like, I'll look back at some of my Snapchat videos, and like, I used to like, if you had me on Snapchat back in the day, I used to blow my Snapchat story up with me cracking up at them ugly ass filters that they used to put on there. Like, I used to be like, back when they used to have the number for the story. I sound old. I'm telling my age. Y'all already know my age, but damn. Oh shit. Hopefully, anyways, but back when they had the number on the Snapchat, I used to blow my Snapchat up. Like, my Snapchat used to be like in the thousands, because that's how often I was posting, just laughing at these filters because I thought they were so funny, to the point where I would like start like having character names for these filters. Like I remember there's this filter that I had, and that's how I came up with my rap name, Lil Peanut. I'm exposing myself for you guys because I don't care. Okay, but I used to have this like Snapchat filter, and I would use it, and its name would be Lil Peanut, and I would be rapping like, and I did not care. Okay, and then when they had like the private stories, like my friends would get like the VIP access to the buffoonery that I had going on Snapchat. So it's just like, I would look like, a part of me would look back at those videos and be like, ugh, I was so cringy. Oh my God, like that was so ugly of me to be doing all that. When really it's like, no, babe, like that was, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But like, no, that was the most authentic version of myself, okay? Like, there was nothing cringy about those videos that I used to make at all. Like, that was just me being me. And people get so like caught up in not wanting to look cringy and wanting to have like a certain aesthetic about themselves. And I'm not saying having a certain vibe or a certain aesthetic about yourself is cringy, or not cringy. I'm not saying having an aesthetic or a vibe about yourself is a bad thing, or you're not trying to be who you are. But it's the moment when you're trying to have a certain vibe or aesthetic, and then you're replacing the aesthetic for being you, like being authentic, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I think my childhood and some of the like the trials and tribulations that I went through really just helped me grow into continuing to make sure that I continue to show up as myself, right? Like, I don't want to be anybody else. I just want to be myself. And I just wanted to like make this video for anybody that like had a childhood similar to mine, like growing up where you weren't always the popular kid. Nobody really like chose you all the time. Nobody really was inviting you to the parties, stuff like that. That wasn't a bad thing. Everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason, and that was just building you to be who you are today. Now, I'm not excusing like how you may have felt during that time, because I didn't always feel good during that time of my childhood when I just, was going through what I was going through. I didn't always feel great, and I'm not saying you felt great or you should dismiss those emotions and be grateful that you got bullied. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that the things that we go through shape us every single day, and it's how we look at things that help us grow to be who we are supposed to be. Now, like I always say, I'm not with the toxic positivity. If something upset you or made you mad or whatever the case may be, oh no, damn. Oops. But if something upset you or made you like feel less than, I'm not trying to excuse the way you may have felt about a certain situation. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. I think it's good that you feel emotions, whether that be happy, sadness, anger, anxiety, whatever the case may be. You're supposed to feel your emotions because we're human. We're supposed to feel our emotions. But I just want to always urge you to never sit in things like, if you were, bullied throughout your childhood and you're still sitting in that sadness, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna go anywhere. And I wanted to use my experience in my childhood as a way to show you guys how I've grown mentally and how I've gotten past those weird moments in my life where things just didn't feel that good. It didn't feel that great. I'm gonna be honest. It didn't feel that great, but I grew from it, and I wanted to share how it helped me grow mentally. you guys push past that as well, because I know a lot of people get stuck in how people treat them, or how people perceive them, or how people didn't treat them, and how people didn't notice them. However you felt, I want you to be able to take that and put it back into something that will help you grow. Again, hear me, please hear me. I am not trying to dismiss your feelings at all. I will never ever do that. I just want you to be able to grow from the difficult times that you've went through in your life. So that was pretty much it, honestly. I'm probably gonna cap this video right here though, because I am almost home and I do want to spend that time for myself. And yeah, hopefully you took something from this video. I hope y'all got some giggles out of this video, with me, my phone sliding every which way, and me trying to talk to y'all and stuff like that. And before you get on me, I know vlogging while driving is not the safest option, but I still wanted to do it anyway, so I did it. So yeah, oops. Well well, I'm just gonna go ahead and cap it out here, because I'm gonna keep dropping the phone every which way. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for continuing to tune in to my foolishness and, you know, hearing what I have to say, even if it doesn't always make sense. Just grab what you can from what I do blabber about. And yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Again, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for your support. And all right, bye.